Hi and welcome to Spice and Pans. 恭喜发财. Today we'll be cooking bags of happiness, or in Chinese we call it 袋袋幸福, or otherwise known as stuffed tofu puff in superior scallop sauce. So let's start cooking. Now let's blanch the spring onions first. I have with me over here approximately 15 or 16 pieces of spring onion. Heat up a pot of water, put it in. You just need them to be soft. We'll be using these as strings to tie our tofu puff up. We just need to soften them so that they'll be tougher and easier to use as strings. Alright, so something like this will be fine. Soft. Okay, we just remove them from the water and I'll show you the next step. Now we're going to mince our prawns. I have with me over here 150 grams of prawns deshelled and deveined. Very simple, using a chopper, just smack it down like this. Push it aside. Continue to do the rest. Adding prawns with the mincemeat will give it a very nice crunch. Once you're done smacking them, just give them a rough chop. Just roughly chop up like this will be fine. After this is done, I'll show you the next step. Now we'll prepare the fillings. This is 150 grams of minced pork. If you don't take pork, you can always substitute this with chicken, no problem. Add in the prawns that we have just minced. Add in 40 grams of carrots diced and 4 pieces of Chinese shiitake mushroom, rehydrated, diced also. Put everything in. The carrot will give this a very natural sweetness and the mushroom is there to give it a very beautiful umami taste. We need to have a little bit of saltiness in this. 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce. Put it in. Add in also 1 tablespoon of Chinese rice wine. If you don't take alcohol, you can skip this part, it's fine. The purpose of the rice wine is to reduce the porkiness of the pork as well as increase the fragrance. We also add in a few dashes of grounded white pepper and also add in 1.5 tablespoons of corn flour. This is to bind everything together. Now we mix them up really well. Normally I like to use my hand for this. Make sure you wash your hand first. Mix them up really well. Stir them in one direction. By stirring this in one direction, firstly, we are able to mix this up really well. And secondly, is also to increase the stickiness of these fillings that we are doing. We will need to slam this a few times to improve the texture as well as the flavor. So just scoop everything up, slam it down like this. Alright, do this for about 10 to 20 times. So once you're done with this, we'll divide this into 10 equal portions. This is how it looks like. Very sticky. This is what we want. Now we'll divide them into 10 equal portions. Now I'll show you how I put the fillings into the tofu puff. I'm using 10 tofu puff. It's the standard kind of packaging. In one packet, there's 10 tofu puffs. This is the size of the tofu puff. Alright, very simple, like this. On the side, make a small snip like this, approximately 1 cm or so. Just cut it down like this. And with this line, you just cut it through. Just cut it through like this, about 1 cm down. Okay? Enough cutting. Now using your fingers or your thumb, slowly put your finger in and gently open it up. Alright? Be very gentle. Try not to break the skin of the tofu puff. It should come out quite easily like this. But be very gentle. Some of you might think that it will be easier to use the scissors and cut inside. You can do that too, no problem. But for me, I think this is an easier way. Okay, as you can see, I can open this up very easily like a purse. Now we'll put the filling in. Put it inside here like this and use your spoon to slowly push it down. Push it all the way down. Okay, very simple. Just do it this way. Push. You'll be about 50% filled up. Okay. Now close it like this and slowly push it down because we want it to stand like this. Alright? Then open it over here. Just close it up like this. Press a little bit so that the shape will be there. Then use the blanched spring onion. Just put a little knot like this first. Put it over here like this. Pull it tight. Gently but tightly, yeah? And make another knot. Cut off any excess. And we are done. Very beautiful, right? So once this is done, we're prepared to cook them. We are going to put the dish together. I'm using La Gourmet 32cm Shogun pan or wok. Add in a little bit of oil. I'm using medium-low heat over here, so you can do the same. Swirl the oil around a little bit. Add in 2 pieces of sliced ginger. This is approximately 5 grams. Just put it in. You just want the sauce to have a little bit of a gingery taste. Fry them until we can really smell the beautiful fragrance coming from the ginger, and brown the ginger a little bit. After which we'll just remove the ginger. Okay, when you see that the sides are brown already, we can just remove them. Add in 15 grams of dried scallops, which I've soaked for approximately 15 to 20 minutes using 350 milliliters of water. I've shredded them using my finger like this also. Put them in. Fry them for a while. Once you fry them, the fragrance will be even better. Just brown them for a little while. Remember, don't turn up the heat too high. Using medium-low only. Slowly fry this. Now you can actually smell the scallops. It's really very, very nice smelling right now at this moment. When they start to brown like this, we'll add in the water that we soaked the dried scallops in. Add in 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce. Stir it in. Do not make this too salty at this moment because we'll be adding in the rest of our ingredients. I'll turn the heat up to medium. We need to let this come to a boil before we add in our tofu puff. You can cover this up at this moment. When the water comes to a boil, we'll add in our tofu puffs. Add them in gently. Put the lid on and we'll let this cook for approximately 6 to 7 minutes. I'll see you back in a while. 6 minutes is up. Let's have a look. Right, this is done already. Turn the heat down to the lowest that you can. You remove the tofu puff from here. Give the sauce a taste. Wonderful. I prefer a little bit more sauce, so just add a little bit more water to it, depending on how much sauce you want. I think this will be fine for me. There's no need to adjust the taste anymore because it is salty enough and it's very, very fragrant now. But do give it a taste to make sure that it is to your liking. Now turn the heat back up to medium heat. We need to bring this to a boil and thicken this up a little bit. Once the water is boiling, add a little bit of cornstarch solution to it. Turn off the flame. Pour this over our tofu puff and it's time for our reunion dinner. And now the dish is done, let's have a taste. It smells really good. Let me describe the taste to you. The fillings is very bouncy. In Chinese we call it Q, very Q tanya. The tofu puff has absorbed the sauce really well. This is really a very good dish. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you like our video. Do click like on our video and do subscribe to our channel. Now it's your turn to cook. Thank you and see you again.